Good evening, everyone out there on Twitch. Once again, it's time for our weekly Sunday race. Joining me up, I'm Yoko, and joining me in the commentators booth today is Moon. Hi, Moon.
What's up, Yoko? How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good stuff. Hope everyone else in the chat is doing good. This is a big race. This is going to be exciting.
Yep. We're just getting some final preparations together before we get the race started. Before we go dark and everyone starts their engine.
So we got a map cape, bug net, heart container, and a hook shot. So does that mean we're going to get trolled immediately, or we're just going to be bare for a good 20 minutes?
Oh, I hope we're not trolled. I've seen enough of those in my time up here in the commentating. All right, and we are off. And we find a key to start off. Over on Matt and Chloe's side of the screen, we've got today our four featured racers are Matt, Runner Watcher, Chloe Power, and Gannon's Gone Wild.
Looks like Gone Wild's going to be doing the tree pull here. Let's see what some action we got going on early. Yeah, I saw some red rupees there on Runner Watcher as well. Good stuff.
And we get a bottle from Uncle. And the powder where the mushroom is.
I guess the uncle just had a little too much to drink on his way to the castle. Or eat.
It's, I believe that's the bottle with the bee in it, it looks like.
Yeah.
And a piece of heart right now in Link's chest.
I'm assuming Chloe's going to be farming for some bombs here, just south of the shovel spot, and is successful. Good stuff.
Not the shovel just yet, Chloe. Doing some more bomb farming. Meanwhile, Matt attempts a successful tree pull for 80 rupees. So we're making the way over to the race game. And our item is a full heart container.
And Crab's giving us arrows today. Not too helpful for right now. We'll see what we got in the back of the bar here. And some bombs. So that works out.
Auto vendor sells us for 100 rupees a piece of heart. And down in the well we go. First chest spot's only 20 rupees.
There we go.
Well, there's Ether. That's always good to see. Chloe in the Clucko hat finds the mirror. Sick kid giving us 20 rupees.
Get some early hype here. A little bit of early hype here in the well.
And the map check, it's spotted as Eastern Palace is our 5-6 crystal. Desert Palace is a pendant dungeon, while Hera is the other crystal. And
Not
that's
too much so far in Blind's hideout. Let's see what's in the back, though. Another bottle. Okay, we're loaded on the bottles. That's 3 so far.
uh, 2 by the count.
Yeah, I thought I saw
Uh,
a fairy somewhere. Another bottle with a fairy in it, but maybe I... Yeah, 3 bottles so far. So all of our runners just doing the early Kakariko check. It'll be interesting to see where each of them goes here. There's not really too much here to help us out as far as where to go next. So we'll be interested to see kind of what everyone's strategy is after this. So we'll see Chloe here going downtown, doing some South Shore. See where Matt ends up going here. We'll be following suit. Ganon's gone wild, gonna pick up a 10-pack of bombs while in the village here. And I assume both Ganon's and Runner will be just heading downtown here to check out what's in the library as well, just kind of tracing everyone else's steps.
we know it's, I believe it's 20 rupees up there. And just some soggy bombs from draining the dam.
So yeah, still nothing too major. Obviously, it helps to have the mirror for the future, but nothing really, you know. Some people consider Mini Moldorm Cave to be one of the real hype caves, so let's see if it lives up to that underground name.
Nice trade-off there. 1 bomb for 1. Not going up to a Guinness hut.
There we
And
go.
Yeah, there we go. We got we got a sharp stick. Sharp pointy object there in Mini Mordorm Cave. A Guinness cave, and that's 20 rupees.
20 rupees. It's a good aggressive play. We got another divergence here from Rudder Watcher, who looks like he's heading over to Sahasrara. And it looks like Matt will be now. Maybe not. Oh, okay. We're going to escape. Or maybe it's just Uncle. I don't remember if Matt went to Uncle yet.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I believe so, yes. Meanwhile, Chloe going over, killing some crabs.
Oh!
And takes a death. So close to Ice Cave.
Oh!
And there's another sword location over in the back of Sahasrara's hut, along with a
And half
shield.
magic.
Always a good thing to have half magic if you can find it.
Absolutely.
And Ice Cave's just giving us a cold 20 rupee.
So we got that Master Sword. What we don't want to find is we do not want to find a lamp, right? I mean, if we see a lamp pretty soon, it might be pushing us towards a direction here, considering we don't have too much here helping us out. But I like this play by Matt as well as Chloe.
Checking the front part, no, the back part of Escape. And Zelda, on the area where Zelda is normally held cap.
There we go.
And we got the hammer. Nice play on that.
Really nice find. Now, most of our runners, unless something else comes up, is going to be kind of organically pushed in this direction. The only other real spot we have right now is, inside Eastern Palace.
Right, and we can't even complete that because that's
Exactly.
Gola.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens. There might be something spicy in here. Chad is informing me my voice is kind of low. I just turned up the volume, so if I'm screaming in your ears, let me know.
And not using the hammer struts. And there's another sword location. So we know 3 sword locations.
Yeah, our runners are eventually going to be pretty loaded when it comes to their sword power. Eventually pretty much all of them getting a tempered sword fairly early. So that's going to make things a lot easier for them.
And Chloe just evolves from her level 1 sword to the master sword.
Oh, we're going to get a dark cross check here from Chloe. It's going to be in the dark, literally. So this will be exciting to see if anything's here. We know we got the key. I don't know if we've seen the map, though. I can't remember.
We did get a map check. I don't think we saw the map itself. Renner picking up his hammer and all of this. That's going to be happy to find out what's behind in Sahasra's closet.
All right. Let's see what this is here. Just a big 20. But yeah, chat mentioning Chloe might go all the way, which looks like Chloe is going to go all the way to the back of Escape instead of going through the back later on with the glove.
Like, why double dip when you're already here, right?
And with that, Runner Watcher gets their tempered sword. The true boss of the game, the mini rat here, giving a little bit of trouble for Chloe, but I think they're gonna figure it out. Oh no, they're there, they're good.
No, I think she killed it.
Yeah.
Alright, and in the 3 chests we have, there's our map, there's our lamp,
Wow.
and a piece.
So if the lamp is back there, that means we probably have a glove or a fire rod somewhere sitting around here, right? Probably more likely that the gloves, but
more or
technically
less
speaking, could be.
Right.
So perhaps with nothing else left other than Zora, and obviously whatever we find in Eastern Palace,
We can't
can't really do much else.
Right, we can't even get to Zora. We don't have either the flippers or the moon pearl for them to do the water glitch.
Oh, that's true. Chat bringing up a good point. Magic Bat is in play with that hammer and the powder we got
Yeah.
early on.
So maybe something hiding down there.
Chat asking as far as advanced logic. I was under the impression they were, and which is why I brought that up in regards to Fire Rod logic in Darkroom Escape. But I could be wrong about that. But
Looks like Chloe going to check out at least what she can for right now in making her way over to Eastern. She can't complete it though because she doesn't. It is bow locked.
yeah, I'm just wondering what's behind this dark room in Eastern Palace. What's lamp locked back there? Provided we don't find any progression in these first few chests.
There's the big key. And they're making their way over to the ledge, and it looked like 100 rupees on the ledge.
Yeah, we could. Chat's theorizing that the glove could be on Magic Bat, which would make some sense. It is possible that it is in one of these early chests as well, and that it could be, logically required to double dip. But we will see very shortly. There it is.
Oh, there's our glove. Yep.
Okay, so that answers that. The seed wanted you, at least to finish Eastern Palace,
Or
regardless of the bow.
Right. So Chloe gonna save and quit. Ganon does the same thing.
Yeah, I thought Ganon was gonna.
Do the Aga play.
Yeah, it looked like it maybe just had some second thoughts.
Alright, Matt's gonna go check out the bat. And the bat gives us runner right behind on that too. We got a heart container.
Just a
So
heart container.
Chloe making their way up Death Mountain. Gonna go save the old man.
Wow, Ganon's Gone Wild is going to head into Eastern. They're going to get their glove. And it appears that Runner and Matt will also do the same. I don't want to speak too soon, but looks like at least, yeah.
And 20 rupees for helping the old man get out of the cave in Death.
So let's see what we got up here on Spectacle Rock. Got a shield.
And on the ledge, some blueberry.
So thankfully we can actually get up here now. So we're gonna get to see some Tower of Air action. Curious to see what's down there. With the lamp we can get into the basement should we need it.
Right.
And with that hammer, we can head on over to East Death Mountain as well. Ooh.
Bombos.
So we've got 2 of our 3 medallions here. So once we find out what's going on with Meyer and Turtle Rock,
We don't have the key to go further into the to the back part of the basement.
so let's see if anyone else goes through the rest of Eastern Palace. Yeah, okay. Because Chloe chose not, Chloe's noped out after the big chest. So it's going to be interesting to see with the lamp here in logic, obviously, kind of what's back here. And if that will come back. Now, obviously, they're going to come back anyway once they get the bow.
Right.
And in a big...
Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just going to say, in a big tournament like this, you kind of have to pick and choose your little mini gambles here. So...
Right. Chloe missing her the bomb. And opting to do it the vanilla way. 10 hours for that.
So that skip on Chloe's part will pay off. That was our 3rd item, if I'm not mistaken, in Eastern Palace.
Well, there's the map in here.
Sorry, what was the item in here? I missed it. Oh, the map. Map.
The map.
Okay. So we don't want to see a small key here.
Well, we don't, and it'll probably give us that small key as well.
Oh.
No, it gives us the bow.
All right, Troll Dorm not living up to its name. Ganon's Gone Wild gonna go do that magic bat check while Runner and Matt make their way up Death Mountain here, following in the steps of Chloe.
And Chloe going over to the eastern side. Gonna go make their way to the spiral cave.
Curious where Ganon's Gone Wild is heading. I guess they haven't done Agina's cave?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're making their way over to desert. But for taking the walk of shame, gives us a piece of heart. That was truly a walk of shame.
Truly. Okay. Also, another hype-ish cave here. Paradox Cave.
Definitely.
Especially with so much open right now. Something's got to be in here to lead us somewhere. Okay, we got a dark map check here. We got red crystals on ice. We got pendants on Swamp Palace. I think that was green pendant on Pod. And I missed the first 2 chests of Paradox Cave.
I believe it was money. I missed it too as well.
Oh, looks like chat's let us know it was the Moon Pearl.
Yep. Yeah, our trackers are keeping us honest. Chloe picking up the blue mail.
Okay, Moon Pearl in Paradox. And with that, we now have Dark World access.
Yes. And And a lot of other things that have opened up to us too. We can go check out the hobo. We can go over and check out Zora. Ganon looks like he's going to do the Aga play.
Okay.
I know where Chloe's heading.
Okay, now the real hype. What are we gonna get out of 10? I'm thinking like a 6. Like a really solid item, but everything else is, you know.
I've seen it where it was all nothing but red. So there's some good items here. Alright, we start off with 50 rupees. 20 rupees. A shovel. 300 rupees. That was a 2. I'll give it a 4.
I'm giving that a 10. Shovel always makes it a 10. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Hey, good. Really interesting. Ganon's Gone Wild actually noped out of Aga.
It'd be a smart thing to do. Chloe with the hammer at least is going to make her... Looks like she's going to make her way over to Pyramid. No, going over to the to Pod. We do have the bow, so at least Pod is completable. Probably going to do the old Pod and then warp over to Eastern play.
Yes, this is super exciting. It is the green pendant as well, so we're going to see, depending on how the items turn out, you know, if they're going to finish it up and turn in that green pendant. There's still a lot of items out there, but, you know, we will see. It's a very exciting play, though.
Yeah, more or less, they will turn in that item.
Because I've seen players go in and maybe get 4 items and say, you know what, I'm gonna just go finish up Eastern and leave it at that, and that's gonna be my gamble. But we'll see.
Right, and this is a pendant dungeon. We're probably gonna get it's probably the mullet dungeon. Keys up front, business in the back, and we start off with the map.
Runner Watcher getting their crystal from Tower Hera, and Matt did as well previously. Apologies for not announcing. Yes, so bow locked pod won't be a problem for us today.
No.
We have plenty of bottles anyway, if they wanted to do the potion glitch, but it won't be necessary.
Well, we got our bow, so... Nice play on getting around those spike traps.
Let's see where Matt goes from here. Let's see if Matt also goes. I imagine they're going to go check out Hype Cave, but be curious to see what happens after that. So there will be an item down here for Chloe. Because that was 14. Oh, that's
probably just another cave. Yeah.
Okay. My mistake.
Yeah. Normally, pod is what we call the mullet dungeon. Keys in the front, business in the back.
Yeah. There we go.
There's an ice rod for us.
I thought that chest was checked already. So that's exciting.
And
And the
there's our flute.
flute coming up big in pod.
Matt also making the play over to pod as well. Chloe entering the dark maze. There's our big... And all the normal dungeon items are now accounted for. So in the big chest, we have a piece of...
So we got one more item on Helma. We got a little bit of divergence here from Runner Watcher. They just got their hypeness out of the hype cave, and now they're actually heading over down to...
the digging game, it looks like, or thieves.
Yeah, gonna work their way. Well, they won't be able to go uptown from there. They do. Looks like they're skipping out on Stumpy, but I guess looks like they're gonna use the mirror to get around up and check out the digging game on their way. We do see Chloe going for the for Helmasaur here. Uh-oh, having to
reset the room, and digging game gives us a piece of heart.
That just happened to me the other day with the statue. I know. I feel the pain.
Actually, that happened to me my first couple times actually playing the vanilla game.
So yeah, Runner Watcher's working their way backwards. Going to check out Cave 45 here, and I imagine he's going to check out Stumpy after that and mirror over for the dig spot.
No, you already... Yeah. So what is Stumpy holding us for us? Oh, the Titans mix.
Oh, okay. Little Titans. Really good play by Runner Watcher. Worked out this time. This area, because without having the Titans going in, adds a little bit more value there with those extra checks coming in from the southern side. So this really worked out in Runner's favor.
Definitely. Chloe on her way to go take down King Helmasaur. Runner looks like he's gonna go pick up the Smith. So we're gonna get a Smith check. But not before checking out Peg Cave.
And Chloe takes down Helmasaur.
Picking up her green pendant. And
Ooh!
taking the hook shot. That actually helps us out a lot here in the Dark World. I didn't catch what was at the bottom of Peg Cave.
I did not either. I was so moved by the hook shot.
Yep. Alright, gonna go do the and she's gonna go finish up Eastern Palace. 10 rupees for 20 rupees. And that.
Yeah, chat bringing up a good point. I mean, that makes full clearing Palace of Darkness required unless you can hover. And that's, I mean, it's a really item dense location, so I imagine most of our runners will end up there.
Right.
But it still is something worthy to note. You know, it is a pendant dungeon, and for those in a large race that are looking to take a few gambles and say, you know what, I know everyone's going to go there, so I'm not going to go there. You know, that may not work in their favor this time around. So we'll see what happens, but very exciting stuff.
Definitely. Runner going through Thieves Town. And 5 rupees at the chess game. And goes in. Now is working on the dungeon. Matt was having a little trouble there with the arrows to hit the switch. Chloe's setting up for the quick kill. Looks like.
Yeah, also important to note, we were talking about how Chloe skipped out on that big chest, and Chloe did not go back for it this time around. So I imagine that Chloe's committed to this play and that they won't go back for that chest, just given there's so much more open. But we will see, of course. And ooh, I'm using some swag there to get through the dark portal.
Alright, let's see what our green pendant, cashing in our green pendant, gives us. Does it give us progression? No, it allows us a piece of heart.
So Matt's going to be finishing up getting their hook shot very shortly here. Runner Watcher is heading to the back of Blind's hut, and Ganon's Gone Wild has pretty much gone straight to Village of Outcasts here.
20 rupees in the sea. And 36 minutes into the race, Chloe has unleashed the goose.
Looks like we picked up the red meringue at some point in Thieves Town, if I'm not mistaken.
Upstairs.
Upstairs, okay. And did we get a fire rod at some point? How did I miss that?
No, we got an ice rod, not a fire rod.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Well, we'll check again whenever they open up their. Meanwhile,
chat is chat's saying fire.
All right.
Because the ice rod was in pod, right?
Yeah.
This is the old gold dress, blue dress thing. We've got some difference of opinion on if it was red or blue. I swear I saw blue, but I guess it was red.
No, it was red. It looked blue to us.
Okay.
It's one of those multi-purpose rods.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Chloe's going to use that fire rod and check into Skull Woods here.
Meanwhile, runner taking on. Nice takedown and blind. Blind gives us some blueberries. But more importantly, our runner has his second crit.
Yeah, Thieves Town not really coming up big this time around, but it is a crystal, so it's good to get through. We'll see if runner goes up to Skullwoods without the fire rod. It's a pretty common check, but maybe not this time around. Looks like they're gonna finish up Village of Outcasts.
Meanwhile, Chloe making her way over to take care of Mothula.
And runner's gonna head up to Bumper Cave here. We haven't seen this yet.
Ooh, Chloe getting picked up by the Wall Master.
And with that, we've
Bumper
got some sync here between Matt and Chloe.
Bumper Cave ledge just netting us a piece of.
Gonna get a graveyard ledge check here from Runner Watcher. And let's see who Mothula is nicer to today.
Graveyard ledge giving us a piece of heart. The one problem with I'm not going to say problem as Matt quickly takes that down, but the one thing that is really a pain with the Mothula fight is the spike traps around the room. If you're using the fire rod and both of them pick up the red cane. But going back to that, with the spikes, they will negate the damage of the fire rod.
Well, that red cane is a pretty big pickup. It's been fairly, on the left side here with Matt and Chloe, it's been fairly, things have been just kind of falling into place as they go along. Runner Watcher is going to catch up here by making that pod play.
So more or less all of our featured runners, and we should mention, go check them out as well. If you like what you're seeing here with our featured runners, please go follow them and support them as well.
Yeah, while we're doing credits, let's give some shout outs to our trackers. We got Dark Diplomat and Safer here helping us out, doing the work behind the scenes in the truck.
Keeping us honest.
Keeping us very honest. Well, I'll speak for myself. Although they also sub blue, so, you know.
Right. And that's why we also have Chad also to keep us honest and Ganon turns in the lunchbox for the single arrow.
Meanwhile, Runner Watcher is going to opt to do Eastern first. And I imagine Ganon's Gone Wild is going to be heading in that direction, but we'll see. So yeah, both sides are, covering each other's steps here.
Right. Just in different dimensions.
So this is probably a good time just to kind of check in inventory-wise while everyone's kind of kind of evening each other out. But I wonder what we're really looking for other than obviously what's required. We're going to need, I mean, we technically don't, we don't know if we need flippers just yet. Oh, we do for Ice Palace stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I was thinking of Swamp, but so we're going to be looking.
No, technically we don't need the flippers. They can do the water glitch. They got the Moon Pearl.
That is true, yeah. So they can fake flipper.
We do. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Yeah, logically speaking, we will be at least expecting to see flippers somewhere along the way if we're going within the logic.
Right. We also need the boots. Not
maybe
so.
Not.
Maybe not. Book. And I want to say we also need the blue. We need the blue rod. We need the ice rod as well.
Yeah, and we actually don't technically need the book because we have the flute and the mirror, and the Titansmith, so we could still access Desert Palace. Now, obviously, we don't know if there's anything locked behind the tablets, but according to our current knowledge, we're really just looking for ice rod and flippers for logic speaking, and potentially medallions.
Oh, we're kind of in no mode. We know what we need for go mode. It's just we don't know where they are.
So Yoko, where are you, if you're kind of in this spot, right? I mean, we're all going to kind of level out. So we're going to have covered Eastern, Hera, Pod, Skullwoods, Beestown. Where do we go here, you know?
I'd probably make the gamble and go over to ice. I would route it. If it was me, I'd make the gamble, go over to Ice Palace, but I would route in Hobo as well. So I'd probably go up to Hobo, see what's on the ledge, grab the item from the Hobo, then go back, clear out Ice Palace, and then maybe after that, go over and check out Zora, Waterfall Ledge, and Catfish would be my routing in this.
Very nice. I'd probably do, just because of logic, I might actually go make an extreme gamble at this point and just go check out Hookshot Cave with those Titans and the Hookshot. Check out Dark Death Mountain and take a peek at TR, maybe even potentially dip if you can. But that's pretty, without the ice rod, that's pretty risky.
Right.
But that's my game. So we'll see what these runners tend to do now. Ladies and gentlemen, remove your hats.
Wonder where Matt's gonna go now with that. But Matt's missing the Titans mitts, so we can't do much over in the Mire area.
Yeah, it looks like Chloe and Matt are both going to kind of work their way downtown here. Hopefully, we'll see. It's a very close race between these four, though. I mean, they're pretty much all in the same ballpark. Ganon's Gone Wild has really recovered really nicely from that dip into Aga. They're right in this game with everyone else. So got to give props to that.
Definitely. Chloe going to go pick up the item from Bat. Not doing K45.
You know, there's also the play of Swamp Palace as well. Oh no, no
Sure.
flippers. Why do I keep saying
No,
that?
yeah, we don't
I
have
keep forgetting.
flippers.
I keep forgetting we don't have flippers. Got excited because they're nearby. Okay, this is exciting. So Matt's gonna check out the Mire area.
And
Let's see
we'll
what we
know.
got for our medallion.
Watch it be Quake.
I could not see what that was.
Neither could I.
We'll see what happens after.
Alright, in the Mire shed we have red mail and 20 rupees. Alright, going over to the desert ledge. Sees the money and just runs.
Meanwhile, Ganon's Gone Wild's going to take down the Helma King, get their hook shot, and their green pendant. And Runner Watch will be making their way to that battle as Chloe.
Matt goes into desert. Let's just hope the item is not. We got a key on top of the pedestal.
Let's see what's in this chest here. Okay.
Alright, that's good. We got the big key up there. Did Chloe show us what we needed to get into my...
I wanted to say it was Quake, and because I thought I saw it, but I didn't say anything. But it looks like, according to chat, it looks like it was. Because I thought I saw Quake, but I didn't want to say anything.
I called it. It's the old commentator's curse.
So Runner Watcher's hanging on to their Dark World access. I wonder if they're going to turn this after this green pendant turn in. We'll see. It's possible that they're hanging on to it to continue on, you know?
Checkerboard Cave giving us a pack of 3 bombs. Meanwhile, Matt takes the boat and warps right on out. Goes over to Death Mountain.
Yeah, so Matt's going to make that hookshot play, or the hookshot cave play along with the rest of Dark Death Mountain. And Runner Watcher showing us some swag here, mirroring out on the top of the border. Yes, chat is bringing up some of that, you know, some of that, those word on the street with the ped stuff. They got some inklings as to what that could be.
Meanwhile, Runner making their way over to Pyramid Ledge. Meanwhile, Matt gonna give us our check to see what we need to get into TR. And it is Ether.
And they are going to open it now. Why not?
Right.
Will they take a dip?
Ether. Probably not.
We'll see. We'll see. It'd be a big gamble, but it'd be exciting.
Right. Runner going over to what looks like to be Catfish. Matt checking out the hookshot cave first. First chest, a piece of heart. Another piece of heart gives him a full heart container. Some bombs. And a 10-pack.
Now, will they go left or right? Let's see. Oh, they're gonna do Super Bunny Cave first.
Right. Meanwhile, Catfish gives us 5 rupees.
Sees
No
the
better
money
than
and
his-
voids out.
Right. Got a piece of heart and 300 on the bottom part. 10 arrows on the ledge.
Ooh, baby, Bet's going into Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, we're gonna get our Zora check here. See what the scam is today, if it's a scam. This has been available for a while.
Right. Zora gives us the blue cape. That's not that's actually a very useful item.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Cape yet, it does put Spy Cave in logic.
Yeah.
Although I guess with the potions, it's been in logic. I never remember what the logic is with potions in Spy Cave because I've heard both ways.
Same as well.
But it's definitely in logic now. Meanwhile, Ganon's Gone Wild is going to go into Skull Woods. They're going to clear this out. And Chloe is heading over to check TR. And they're going to activate it, looks like. We'll see if they elect to do the same play inside after doing Hookshot Cave. Or I guess they just did that.
And Runner getting their swag duck.
So Matt's really looking for, I mean, at this point, definitely looking for the ice rod for sure, just because then that will mean they will not have to double dip. But also, obviously, in regards to the aggression of this play, is going to be looking for those flippers in order to put everything else in logic. Big key chest just bringing us 50 rupees. And Chloe also elected to make this play.
Not taking a chance to turn some anti-fairies back into fairies. Gets a full heal on that.
Ganon taking down Mothula here. Let's see how this fight goes. It's going pretty good so far. And takes down Mothula. Very nice fight. Kane of Samaria was in Skull Woods on Mothula, for those that are wondering. Let's see what Mimic Cave has to offer. I feel like I haven't seen anything in Mimic Cave for a while.
Yeah, it's been ages since I've seen a Mimic Cave.
Oh, baby!
There's our flippers.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Where are we?
Somewhere on top of Death Mountain.
Okay, so now we officially have Ice Palace in Logic. We have Waterfall Cave in Logic. I don't think... Did we get... No one fake flippered to...
No, no
Water-
one did it. No one did any of the fake flippering stuff yet.
Swamp is now in Logic as well. This still can be PED because we still have that Quake medallion out there. I'm trying to see... Well, no. No, yeah. So we could still have Quake on PED. I believe Ice Rod can still be on PED. Oh, no. What am I thinking? We're going to find out here if it's on Laser Bridge, but...
Right.
In which case, that would be...
That would kill Ped. Alright, first chest, a piece of heart. There's our compass. And he's gotta go all the way back up to the beginning.
Okay, there's the
third
key.
chest. Got a key. And a heart.
Okay.
All
So,
right, go ahead.
if the Ice Rod is flippers locked, then this was a required double dip. Same goes for yeah. Now
Same goes for Quake.
yeah. Now Desert Palace was not boots locked, so unless I'm missing something, boots are not necessarily required yet, which means both Ice Rod and Quake can both be on PED. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think I did that right.
No, I believe you're correct on that. We're gonna get our Lake Hylia check, and it's just nothing but a full heart container on there. Not making no way up to the hobo.
Oh, chat bringing up a good point in regard. Well, here, let's see what the hobo's got.
Hobo has a piece of heart.
So chat bringing up a good point, which I was not aware of, which is that you need the small key for logical access to the boss of Desert Palace. Now that I did not know that. So if that's the case, then technically it is boots locked. Now, having said that, that doesn't necessarily mean we can't get to the pedestal, because we can still beat the boss.
Meanwhile, I'm not gonna go make the Ice Palace play.
Runner Watcher not going to complete Desert. Going to go up to the top of Death Mountain here. And just a map in the first chest of Ice Palace. Getting a spike cave check here from Runner Watcher. We have not seen this yet. Now that they have that blue cane, let's see what we got here. And just a big 20. Matt making some swag spins on those pen gators. And looks like Chloe is gonna make their way. Let's see if Chloe checks this waterfall cave. We've been wondering about this for a while now. Waterfall cave has the ice rod.
All right.
Now, I think it's interesting to note, yes, ice rod was flippers locked. So that, according to the logic, Turtle Rock was a required double dip. Now, what's surprising is that none of the runners featured here actually did the fake flippers. So you have to imagine that one of them, potentially it could be in their heads thinking, oh, well, someone had to have done this, when in reality they didn't. And so much of this game when you're doing races is just what's going on in your head. So we'll see how the players react to that, but I just think that that is pretty interesting. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got a book in Ice Palace. Oh. Chloe really coming up big here with that portal. That is a huge save.
Definitely.
So they are not going to lose very much time, almost at all. I mean, that was a really great save there. We got our silvers in Ice Palace.
Oh, so that's where they were hiding. Chloe taking on Trinex. This is going to be an interesting. Takes. Oh, with that ice there. Alright, not that much ice for her to deal with. Ganon gets his flippers. So now the question is, where's the Quake?
And we got some ice water for Matt, finishing off Cold Stare. Really solid fight. Meanwhile, runner enters Turtle Rock. And Ganon's gone wild. It's about 3/4 of the way through here. Maybe a little bit closer to the end.
Alright, let's see where Matt warps off. Tig goes back to... Probably gonna go down and check out... Well, he's got the book.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's gonna go over to use the warp point over in the swamp area.
Yeah, they'll probably check out that Bombos tablet while they're over here.
And he pulled out his mirror.
Yeah, okay. Yes, book was in Ice Palace, those that are asking. Book had silver arrows, or progressive bow, and blue goo, as well as the book.
Bombo's tablet gives us 10 arrows.
So let's see what Ganon's Gone Wild does here. Looks like they're going to do the same. They're going to set up this portal here. It's really one of those plays that is... You just never know if it's going to work out, because so many times you do this and, you know, you go looking for an item and you end up having to go back into Dark World and you lose that portal. But thankfully it happens to work out in this case. So it looks like Ganon's Gone Wild is going to check out Hobo first, and hopefully they're going to make their way up to Waterfall Cave.
Meanwhile, Matt going to check out Swamp Palace.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense. There's, you know, we've got 6 items in here. As soon as you find that Quake, if it happens to be in here, you just get out of here. Now the question is are they gonna? Oh, well, they actually haven't gotten their ice rod yet.
No.
Yeah.
Matt hasn't gotten it. Chloe's. Oh, there's the boots! We got speed!
Yeah, I think Matt's gonna have to full clear this unless they... Yeah, I don't know. I think Matt's gonna have to full clear this. I think at this point. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they choose to do. Ganon's Gone Wild is heading up and is gonna get their ice rod here. So this is gonna be epic for them. And Runner Watcher is just about almost at the, you know, about 3/4 of the way here through Turtle Rock. We'll see if they do the same with the portal outside. Some rage slashes there from Runner Watcher on those flippers.
I would have been doing the same thing.
All right, let's see what Ice Palace hears. Got our big key.
Skips over the big key chest. Don't know if that's going to come back and bite him.
All right, this is where the juice happens to be in Swamp Palace. So let's see if it lives up to the history here. We're looking for a Quake medallion for Matt.
Kind of have a feeling where it might be through process of elimination. Question is, is this it? No, it's either with Argus, or it could be on the left side.
Yeah, that's right. Matt did not check out. I haven't been counting items. I think if we'll see what happens. I think there's at least one item on left side, but I haven't been counting.
Takes care of the little puff balls around him.
Nice finish.
Alright, the question is, does Argus have our Bombos medallion? No. So that means we're going to go, he's probably either going to check the left side or warp out.
Yeah, without having found the ice rod, and obviously without Quake, then yeah, I don't blame them at all. They gotta this full clear. Now we do have to note that Matt also has 2 pendants now. So
Definitely.
and we do have boots now, which means technically boots could have been required if Quake is, behind Bonk Rocks or if it's behind King's Tomb.
I was just good. That's what I was thinking. Watch. And we don't have the. Did Matt pick up the big key?
Yeah, Big Key was I think so. I feel like you know what? I'm thinking of Ice Palace. I don't know.
Because if he had to.
Yeah, because he hasn't opened the chest yet.
Right. He's probably saving that for the end. So we're getting her blue cane, the cane of Brian. So now it's a hunt for the Quake medallion.
Ooh. Matt with a little push block hookshot swag there, going the top way. All right, the moment of truth.
Is it here? Because if it's here, that big key.
Not quite what we're looking for.
Right.
Chloe looks to be doing the Bombos check here. I imagine they're going to backtrack and go do Swamp Palace, but we'll see. They could actually go back into, well, let's just see, because there's still another item in Desert Palace, so.
Right. And one more item here in Ice. The $64,000 question is it in the big chest? No! 50 rupees.
Man, you just lost $63,500 or $950. Oh, is Matt going to the big key chest in Eastern? Because Matt never did it.
Right.
Well, thankfully, Matt has the boots here, which is just going to save a little bit of time here. Obviously, we know that this is not the right play, but definitely cannot blame him.
Right, but also he can get the crystal for.
Oh, he hasn't completed Eastern Palace. I'm sorry.
No, he hasn't completed it yet.
Okay. Then obviously this makes perfect sense. Kind of take a breather, get this out of the way, get it taken care of. You need to do it. Probably going over spots in his head right now.
The only item we need is Quake for Go mode. For Chloe. Chloe's got well, we know where the boots are. Quake is our Go mode item, I should refer you.
Yes, chat bringing up a good point. Pyramid Fairy is now available to us. Yeah, let's see if Chloe goes left side right away or elects to skip it at first. And then kind of what they decide to do after that. If they're going to go back in or if they're going to go up to Pyramid Fairy, or it'll be interesting to see. Meanwhile, Runner Watcher and Ganon's Gone Wild are in Ice Palace, and Matt's going to take on Armos Knights.
And with the silvers, makes quick work of them.
So yeah, Ganon's Gone Wild and Runner Watcher are pretty much even at this point. I'm cross-referencing. The only difference is that Runner Watcher has the blue cane, as well as another shield. But crystal-wise and item-wise, they're pretty lined up here.
And same with Matt and Chloe almost. Just Matt's missing the ice rod and another cane and another shield.
I think this is going to be a pyramid play from Matt. Good stuff. This could let's just see what happens here. This could be a little bit of an equalizer, just a little bit. Still has to find that ice rod, obviously, but could at least get Matt doing things that are required if they decide to go to Misery Mire. If it happens to be here, of course.
I bet you Chloe's going to do the same thing after this as well. Ooh,
Matt. Yeah.
Loses the big bomb.
Yeah, you can. There's a strat there where if you're able to get, if you're able to use boots and get to the pyramid scene before the timer goes down, the red bomb will respawn. But unfortunately, it didn't work out this time. Ganon's Gone Wild is going to follow in Matt's footsteps here with the red bomb. And we'll see what Runner Watcher, if Runner Watcher's going to do the same or if they're going to head down to Swap Palace.
Because well, technically in no mode. We know what we need. It's just finding it now.
We still have not had a Box Rock check or a King's Tomb check.
Right. Well, let's see. Is Pyramid Fairy the correct play? 2 items here.
Here we go.
Alright, there it is. There's our
is.
Quake Meta. Not only needs the ice rod to be into go mode. Meanwhile,
oh, and it looks like Matt's gonna go up. Sorry to cut you off. I got excited.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it looks like Matt is heading their way uptown here. They're gonna go. Oh, yikes! I spoke too soon. All right. Anyway, you go ahead. Sorry about that, Yoko.
No, that's okay. I'm keeping track of the logic as well. We are getting a King's Tomb check. So this is... And it looked like 50 rupees from King.
So 1 hour, 23 minutes, and about 4 seconds. That is go mode for Chloe Prower.
Right. Only needs to complete Mire. Ganon's Gone Wild is going in. I think Ganon's in go mode. Did Ganon pick up the bombos? Because it wasn't...
Yeah, must have.
Yeah, it's not marked off on our tracker. Didn't mark it off there, but Ganon's Gone Wild is in go mode. There it is. It's just a little lagging behind. Not that our trackers are lagging behind. The software is lagging behind.
Yeah, because I didn't see it. I was watching, and I think there might have been a delay in the stream.
Right.
And at 1:23:56, Runner Watcher will also enter go mode.
So our red-blue Runner Watcher, Chloe, and Ganon all in go mode. We've got a close race now between the three.
Which means Swamp Palace was not not required. The boots technically, we still need to wait. The jury is still out on GT. If that Ganon's Tower big key is up on the torch, then we will see.
Right. But for right now, Runner Watcher and Ganon are in go mode. If that big key is on Bob's torch, technically that puts Chloe into go mode. Officially into. So I'll say this. Runner Watcher and Ganon's Going Wild is in go mode and holding, all depending on if the key is on Bob's torch in Ganon's Tower.
And now Matt is making their way up here. Going to do Catfish, and is going to get their Ice Rod. Now they also have boots here, so they could still catch up a little bit. You know, it's going to make a little bit of a difference, not necessarily in regards to Chloe. But they do have that little bit of edge.
Right, they'll make up a little bit of time as well with that. Well, they'll catch up a little.
However, Matt, because Matt is going to Dark World now, that portal for TR, they will have to start from the beginning of TR, unfortunately. But there's always the GT big key. Speaking of, Chloe finds their big key for Meyer.
So that puts Matt into go mode as well. I'll say one thing, this race has been full of surprises today.
Yes, it has. This is a great race. All of our runners are just killing it.
And there's many more behind the scenes, not just the 4 feature that we have here that we're commentating.
Yeah, I think we had about, I want to say like 35 entrants. Yeah, 35 entrants. Chloe making their way to the boss here for Misery Mire. And we've got all 4 of our runners in Misery Mire. Look at the sync action here between Ganon's Gone Wild and Chloe Prower. Who is going to sneak into the lead here?
Wow, they both completed that at the exact same time. Key, and they get the crystal at the exact same time. Ooh, get your guesses in now for the Ganon Big Key.
Yes.
Where do you think that is? 22 locations in Ganon's Tower. Moonswing, where do you think that Big Key is at?
I normally go with 22, but I'm going to go with 3 today. I'm going with 3.
I'm going to go with number 7. And whoever gets into Ganon's Tower first, that's who we're going to follow.
Well, that's going to be tough for us to figure out. I guess Chloe does have the boots here.
Right. First person to open up a chest, and it looks like it's going to be Chloe on her side. She will be the one that has the official count.
Meanwhile, Runner Watcher making their way to the boss for Misery Mire. As Matt is
closely behind, a few rooms behind.
Yeah, just entering the basement now.
Ooh, good job of avoiding the dead rocks there.
Okay.
All right, no more guesses. As soon as those gates come down.
All right, let's see. Left or right, Chloe? Where are we going? Gonna go right. We'll see if they go full right, but...
And no more guesses.
1. Big 20.
Into bomb.
Okay. Moment of truth. Are boots required for this seed?
No, they are not. Got the key on top of Bob's torch. So I'll say that was number 3. So here we go. Number 4, piece of heart. Number 5, a small key. Number 6, 5 rupees. Number 7, the comp.
Okay. Number 8, incoming.
Innate, 20 rupees. Into the fireball room. This is number 9. Small key. Into the rando room. Now we go. In 10, piece of heart. 11, 10 arrows. 12 has the big key and he picks up the net in 13. So whoever gets 12,
Looks like
congratulations.
Jason DM, I see, is the first to guess 12. Good job, Jason DM.
Give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back.
Shout out to Dark Shadow Rage as well for also guessing 12.
So he picks up the fairy. Get a nice refill there of
So we got a real tight race here between Chloe and Ganon's Gone Wild.
Ooh, Chloe takes a dive off the bridge real quick.
Yeah, it's a cool strat. Get some iframes right away and just boost your way through with the boots.
All right, Chloe making her way through the gauntlet. Having a little trouble with that last enemy there on the.
Yeah, that room can be trolly. It looks easy because you usually just kind of boots your way down, but they can really be uncooperative at times.
Chloe making quick work of the land mole 2.
Yeah, we got a close race between Matt and Runner as well. I mean, this is neck and neck. I mean, we've got so much heads-up action here. Make sure to, we'll say it again, but make sure to give these players a follow. They're giving you some fun entertainment tonight. Can't really ask for a better race than this.
Yep.
Okay, Runner Watcher enters GT. And we got to give a lot of credit to Matt here. I mean, Matt is right neck and neck with Runner Watcher here.
All right, Chloe entering the Moldon 2 fight. Gets pretty caught up on the edge there, but coming back and really taking out Moldon. Passes up the last chest of the game. And we're heading on to the Geometry Wizard fight.
Okay, Runner Watcher going to continue left. Matt is going to choose to do Dark Magician strats here, which we know will not be helpful. We'll see how they recover here. Meanwhile, get your protractors out. We've got some geometry class going on for Chloe.
That time it was a complete miss.
I think that was a double there.
It looked like a single to me. That time it was a double. And down goes Aga 2. And Chloe making her way over to fight the big pig. I missed what the random quote was today from Janet.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was seeing chat talking about Gold Sword. I'm trying to figure out who picked it up. Oh, Ganon's Gone Wild. Okay, that was the last chest. Okay. That's what everyone was referring to. Chloe onto the third phase here.
Yeah. Just makes the first couple phases a little bit more quicker to manage with having the gold, with having the bud.
If we're not meant to have midnight stacks, then why is there a light in the fridge? Okay. And down goes Ganon for Chloe Prower.
So get your GGs in chat. Our first place finisher here on the restream, Chloe Power with an official time of 1 hour, 39 minutes.
And 17 seconds, official SRL time. Ganon's Gone Wild. Gonna use that blue goo. Chloe Prower finished in second place with a time of 1:39.17. Our first place finisher was Scion T with an SRL time of 1:32.01.
And down goes the pig over on Ganon's side. Finishes with a time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and I want to say 35 seconds.
And I think we're going to get Chloe in here. We might be joined by Chloe. GG's, Chloe.
Hiyo, GG's. Thank you.
GG, Chloe.
That was fun. I'm glad the TR gamble didn't, like... Okay, so TR double dip was required, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm glad I was able to save the portal at least.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch. And I actually was curious when you checked Waterfall Cave. I know you threw in some rage slashes there. Did you, what was kind of going through your head at that point? Did you just kind of assume everyone else had been there?
There was like 5 points through the race where I'm thinking, oh, I should go fake flipper to Waterfall or something like that. And I'm like, nah, get to it later. I'll find the flippers and then I'll go do it afterwards. And of course I find the flippers buried in Turtle Rock. Not even in Turtle Rock, and like, what, Mimic Cave, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it was really interesting because none of our featured runners actually fake flippered to Waterfall Cave. So I was mentioning, obviously when you're doing a big race like this, you're kind of always in your head about, where you are in relation to everyone else. So I imagined you must have been thinking, oh my gosh, I bet someone immediately when they got Moon Pearl fake flippered here, but none of our featured racers actually, or runners actually did that. Which I thought was
right. Yeah, I figured it would have been a hard gamble to play, but it would also have been a fairly lucrative check. Oh, Buttersword is in Moldorm's chest. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
And it was, Chloe, and it was close between you and Ganon, down to both of you defeating Meyer and making your way over to Ganon's tower. You were like a few seconds ahead of Ganon, but Ganon was right behind you on that. So the two of you were really close, neck and neck, going into GT.
Yeah, Ganon's a good player. I imagine the only reason I got a lead on him was because I did the standard GT route rather than Dark Magician.
Yeah. Speaking of, we actually are joined by Ganon's Gone Wild. GG, Ganon's Gone Wild.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, GG, guys.
Yeah, Ganon actually didn't do the Dark Magician strat, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah.
No, I don't know. My whole, the first 25 minutes of that race is just a total disaster. That's what happened to me.
It felt that way. I mean, I found the lamp before the gloves because I did the entire escape blind. And then I got the lamp back there and I'm like, okay.
So there was a problem with my controller, and every time I hit the button to use an item, it would do it multiple times. So I had to restart my emulator, and then
so that's when you there was a point where you collected Quake, and we didn't notice it. So I think that might have been when you really weren't. I mean, Ganon, you and Chloe were just neck and neck. I think really, to be honest, the only difference was probably just that Chloe got the boots.
Oh, where were those?
They were in Swamp Palace. Yeah.
Wow.
So, because I wanted to ask you too, Ganon. I was talking to Chloe about it, but when you got the ice rod out of Waterfall Cave, what was kind of going through your head at that point? Did you assume everyone else had just had it already?
I thought there was a decent chance that other people had gotten it because you had enough rupees most likely to do Zora. I didn't. Well, I was a few short and could have farmed them, but I decided whatever.
Yeah. Well, none of our featured runners actually did. So
Interesting.
I thought, it probably was going through someone's head. So, but real quickly here, we do have the pig is down for Runner Watcher. So everyone get their GGs in chat for Runner Watcher here. And we'll see if we can get Runner in here as well. But yeah, so GG guys. I mean, this was an incredible race to watch. Like, especially between you two at the bottom there, it was really tight. So may have felt like you were behind and that it was a disaster. Killing it.
I mean, these Saturday races, if it goes over an hour 30, you get nervous. Really
And
quick.
chat, hold on. And chat, get your GGs because Matt has also finished. Takes down the pig.
See if we can get the others in here as well. So, but yeah, do you, Chloe and Gannons, do you have any other kind of thoughts you wanted to share? Obviously, the search for Quake was probably on your minds at the end. But anything kind of anything you guys did that you don't normally do per se?
I mean, going back in for Helmasaur King, like, I don't know. That's a play I don't always make because it's just really slow, but I don't know. I'm curious if other people skipped it.
Yeah, I feel like that hook shot might have been something, because it wasn't really required for anything until, like, Ganon's Tower, really.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, I know it was 2 items on Helmasaur, and maybe that tempted people a lot if they were counting their pod items correctly. But, like, I wouldn't have done that either unless that Eastern wasn't a crystal and I didn't have everything to full clear both dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of our featured runners here. Everyone that entered pod finished it. No one took a double dip.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because we were talking about that. We were saying, I think the other thing too is that at that time there really wasn't much else to do because a lot of people, you guys made the play, or I think Chloe made an early pod play, and I believe Ganon, you went into like Village of Outcasts right away once. And if I remember correctly, you kind of did because you got the mitts fairly early.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much because Thieves Town didn't really have anything. So yeah, I think that had a lot to do with the runner's choice to kind of finish it, not double dip, because there really wasn't much else available. So, looks like we're joined here by Matt. Yo, GG, Matt.
Hey, thanks.
So, Matt, I'll ask you the same question as we've asked our other 2 runners here. What was going through your mind after you picked up the ice rod?
Oh, I felt terrible. I was really hoping it was going to be hard locked behind the flippers because after I finished ice, I didn't go to the Zora area because I had the flippers, and I was like, if it's there, I'm just completely screwed. So that's why I went to Swamp, and then I got the boots and the cape, and then was hoping it was in those locations. Then I was hoping the big key was on the torch in Ganon's Tower, and really none of those things happened. This seed was actually super free if you just fake flippered, so.
Yeah, well, you weren't alone, Matt. None of our featured runners fake flippered to Waterfall Cave. So you weren't alone in that. That was kind of what we were talking about earlier, was that, especially in a race of 35 people, when you get there, you have to imagine, oh, man, someone must have fake flippered. But and obviously, I can't speak for everyone else in the race. But in regards to our featured runners, like no one else had really done that. So it was really close. I mean, everyone really just performed really well. So
Wow, that surprises me. Did anybody else do Swamp? I guess I see
Yeah.
Chloe did Swamp.
Yeah, Chloe did Swamp.
Yeah, and that Quake hunt. I don't know if he did left side swamp. I
did.
Like, oh, was the big key over there? Because that was my biggest reason for not doing it, was the fact that the big key could be over there. Then I'd have to go all the way back to the center of swamp, and it's just like
Yeah, it was the big key and the cape, and I hadn't checked the bumper ledge, so that was another thing that I did, hoping that Ice Rod was down that chain of progression.
But Matt, you also, I believe, I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, Yoko, but I think you were actually the first one to do Pyramid Fairy to get Quake.
Wow,
Yeah, I
Really?
think you. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. As I remember commenting, saying, okay, this is going to help equalize a little bit for Matt.
Yeah, Matt was the first because he missed the glitch with the big ball.
Wow.
But yeah.
That really surprises me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a
So-
really tight match amongst all four. Like, it was just such a great race to watch with all four of you. So I was saying to Gannon, like, it probably felt worse, you know, because of the way it laid out, but all of you really just played so well. It was really a joy to watch.
Yeah, honestly, when I was going to Turtle Rock and I saw nobody had finished, I was very surprised. I guess first place would have finished kind of just after or around that time, but yeah, I guess everybody got bit a little bit. I felt like I routed this seed about as poorly as you possibly could, so I'll take it, I guess.
I mean, besides my dips and dependent dungeons, I don't think I could have routed it too much better, and you can see the time difference. It wasn't that it was linear; it was just, just some stuff just was a pain.
Yeah, it was a weird seed, right? If you actually followed the progression, this seed was terrible, but
Right, because you had to double dip
Mhm.
Eastern, and you had to what was it? Where was the lamp? Was in
Lamp was in
In
the
Escape?
yeah.
back of Escape. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I felt good about the early pod play at least. I was rewarded for it. I was expecting mitts, but fire rod and flute and hookshot.
Yeah, pod came up like giganto. So I don't know if Runner Watcher is going to join us. I was kind of waiting here for Runner Watcher. We'll still wait a couple more minutes, but let me ask you this, Matt, real quick. I got a chance to ask the other runners this, but was there anything in this race that you did that you don't normally do? I always find that kind of be an interesting question. Something where you said, you know what, I never do this, but I'm just going to go for it and kind of see what happens.
My light world routing was not what I usually do. To be honest with you, since the tournament ended, I haven't really played very much at all, and so I was a little bit rusty. I don't know. My light world, it was really bad light world routing, but I should have done it in a different order. That was kind of something I don't normally do. Other than the rest of it, I don't know if I would change too much. Like, once you make the Turtle Rock dip, like, if you want any chance to win, you kind of have to kind of do, I think, around the route that I did. Just didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think I personally would not say that your routing was poor. I just think it just didn't work out this seed. Because, you know, we were talking really early on in the race that there's, especially in a large field, you just like, there's going to have to be kind of like an uncharacteristic play that one makes in order to kind of pull ahead. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But I still agree with all the routing you did. But that's
The one thing I was thinking, because of how late the Moon Pearl was, like how many things it was behind, it would have been tough to find a time to fake flipper, right? Like right after the mitts, I thought about doing it, doing the Zora area and then going to ice, which I guess probably would have won me the race if I had done that. But other than that, was really never a great time to do it. And you don't really want to sequence Reg Ice Palace anyway.
right. Well, good stuff. We'll go through here and kind of give some shout outs here to the rest of the finishers here. We've got Obscure Lifeform finished in 3rd place with 139.33. Ganon's Gone Wild, 4th place, 140.36. Illis 24 in 5th. Dr. Marty in 6th. Humbug in 7th. Nobly in 8th. Ninja Tuna, 9th. Our very own Runner Watcher in 10th. Matt, our very own, in 11th. Shellshock, 12th place. Voosh, 13th place. D Demolisher, 14th place. Jetters in 15th place. Okay Guys, 16th. Leslie Pro 17th, Old Man Sunshine in 18th, Ed Up in 19th, Matt Cap 20th, Incoherent 21st, and Hohenheim in 22nd. So, yeah. Does anyone have any kind of final thoughts?
No, just thanks, guys, for putting on the stream, the commentary, the restreaming, the tracking. It's always nice to be featured on these things, and appreciate you guys taking the time to volunteer to do it.
Well, let's give a final shout out then to all you guys. Thank you for playing, and thank you for being on the big screen here for everyone to watch. We got Matt 7898 Runner Watcher again. It's Gone Wild, and Chloe Prower. Give them a follow, guys. They really, it's not easy playing this game, period. But it's especially not easy to be broadcast. So give them a follow.
And also we couldn't have done it without our wonderful trackers as well, keeping us honest when we here up in the booth make mistakes as well.
And our trackers tonight were Dark Diplomat and Sapphire.
Yeah.
So. So, Yoko, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for
Thank
commentating
you as
with
well.
me. And thanks everyone for watching. This was a fun race.
Yeah. And tomorrow we got I believe. Give me 1 second here to check out the schedule real quick. So, yep, our miscellaneous Monday, 2 p.m. race. Not going to say what it is. We'll reveal that it's up on the schedule, and also our 9 o'clock race, as well as all of our other weekly races as well throughout the week. And also, I believe we're wrapping up on the tournament as well. I believe we're down to the semifinals.
And we will not announce who.
Right.
For those of us that have playlist, I'm still on the group. I've got a playlist on YouTube I'm still on group matches, so I'm way behind.
Yeah,
I
don't have the schedule in front of me, and I don't want to go digging around for it right now as well. But yeah, give our 4 featured runners a like, follow them as well, give them a like and follow them on Twitch. Same with probably the both of us. We will all appreciate that. Also, shout out once again to our 2 trackers. So give them a like and follow when they stream as well. And I believe that covers about everything here. Anything else you want to add?
No, just thanks again, everyone. This was fun.
All right, we'll see you next time for more Randomizer. Take care, everyone.